a state religion. He permitted Jezebel to hunt down and kill Yahweh's prophets to advance Baalism. He paid them with money from state treasury. Jezebel campaigned to replace Yahwehism with Baalism. C. Identify 7 ways in which the church supports political leaders in Kenya. Praying for them, participating in the electoral process, that is, participating in voting, taking part in lawmaking or in the constitutional review, also advising and correcting leaders, obeying the laws of the country, preaching peace and reconciliation, taking part in political and national celebrations, welcoming them to church and involving them in church affairs, that is, the leaders, initiating projects to help the youth and the needy, establishing schools and hospitals to better the society, teaching people to be good citizens. Question 4a. Outline 4 differences between the Old Testament and the traditional African prophets. What are the differences? Old Testament prophets were called and received their powers from God, while traditional African prophets received their powers through inheritance and from the spirits. Old Testament prophets faced opposition in their work, whereas traditional African prophets were respected highly and obeyed. Old Testament prophets had their prophecies recorded and preserved in written form, while traditional African prophets have their prophecies preserved and passed on through oral tradition. Old Testament prophets stressed monotheism, that is, the worship of only one true God, whereas the traditional African prophets recognized and worshipped many gods and goddesses. Old Testament prophets gave messages to the Israelites and the whole world, while traditional African prophets were limited to them or limited their messages to their communities. Some Old Testament prophets had an idea of glorious Messiah, whereas traditional African prophets did not have any concept of the Messiah. Old Testament prophets did not practice divination, whereas traditional African prophets were diviners. Old Testament prophets were both teachers and preachers who taught people about God's will and gave sermons, while traditional African prophets confined themselves to predictions and warnings about the future. B. Describe the religion's backgrounds. Describe the religious background to the call of Prophet Amos. The people of Israel continued to worship Yahweh. Bethel, Gilgal, and Samaria were the main centers of worship. However, there was hypocrisy in their religion. Religious rites such as sacrifices were performed at places of worship in the name of Yahweh, though the same worshippers were involved in acts of injustice and victimization of the poor. They were also involved in idolatry, thus making worship meaningless. They worshipped idols like Sakuth and Kaiwan. There were prevalence of false prophets and priests who were loyal to kings. See, give 6 ways in which Christians are preparing for the day of the Lord today: living prayerful lives, repenting their sins, helping the needy, studying the Bible, obeying the Word of God, living exemplary lives, preaching the gospel, taking part in sacraments like baptism and Holy Communion, condemning evils in the society. Question 5. A. With reference to the teachings of Jeremiah, describe how Israelites were encouraged to live in hope during Babylonian exile. Jeremiah thought that the Israelites would be restored. When he came back from exile, they would prosper. They would have just rules. They would live in peace. God would increase their number by them having many children. So he encouraged them to marry and get children. They would worship him alone. They would live forever in the land God would give them. God would give them a king from David's lineage who would rule wisely. The exile would not last forever. Laws would be written in their hearts. That is, they would know God individually. Their sins would be forgiven. Individuals will be responsible for their sins. God would make an everlasting covenant with them. God would raise a new community of his people. B. Give 7 problems that Nehemiah encountered in the rebuilding of the wall of Jerusalem. The officials of Tekoa did not cooperate with him. He was ridiculed by Sanballat and Tobiah. He received threats of violence from the enemies. A trap was laid to dwell his mission of rebuilding the wall. So a trap was laid to derail his mission of rebuilding the wall. There was a plot to kill him. Insecurity from the enemies threatened to attack the builders. False prophets tried to discourage him. Opposition from the Jewish nobles. False accusation from his enemies. C. Outline 6 ways in which Christians resolve conflicts among themselves. They pray over the issue. They offer guidance and counseling to the affected. They pay visit and fellowship. By involving church leaders as arbitrators, forgiving the ones who have wronged them, that is, asking for forgiveness, willing by the offender to accept the mistakes and pay for the damages, withdrawing some privileges for a period of time so that one can reform, by sharing meals, through shaking of hands or accepting greetings. Question 6. A. Give 7 ways in which traditional African communities show respect for the unborn child. The expectant mother is given charms to wear to protect her unborn child from harm. The expectant mother is exempted from heavy work. The expectant mother observes certain taboos. The expectant mother is given special food. The expectant mother is checked occasionally and advised by the traditional medicine men. Prayers are given for protection. Sexual intercourse is not allowed during pregnancy. Medicine is administered to the expectant mother. There should be no harmful implements in the house where the expectant mother lives. Expectant mothers should be treated should the expectant mothers shouldn't be treated cruelly. The expectant mother isn't allowed to address the husband directly except through an intermediary. The expectant mother isn't allowed to address the husband directly except through an intermediary. The expectant mother goes to her mother's house after delivery. 6b outlines 7 moral values acquired during marriage in traditional African communities: faithfulness, respect, responsibility, hospitality, perseverance, cooperation, humility, honesty, integrity, and courage. C. State 6 responsibilities of priests in traditional African communities. They offer sacrifices on behalf of the community. They are mediators between God and the people. Advise people on proper ways of living. They are involved in decision making, like when there is a crisis. They offer prayers during occasions like marriage. They perform cleansing ceremonies. They warn communities of impending danger. They reconciled warring parties, taking care of sacred places, I that is like graves. Did you understand? Kindly let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know what video I can look at tomorrow. Thanks a lot for subscribing and listening to me. God bless you.